So the senioritis does hit a little bit there towards the end.
3, 2, 1, go.
Why are you moving?
That was too easy. Okay.
A little haircut.
Got it on that second hole.
I've been going, I went here since I was 3, so a long time, pretty much my whole life.
Oh my goodness, Valentine!
I'm Hannah Minton. I am the upper office administrative assistant.
I am Jason Canara and I am the visual arts upper school teacher.
Hey, I'm Dr. Caleb Hall. I teach English. I'm the registrar/scheduler.
I'm wondering if this is like some kind of like sneaky like AI voice capture thing.
You're gonna record it?
Yeah.
I'm Laura Doffett-Crane, and I am a learning specialist.
I'm Jacob Hauser. I'm the middle school theater director and chair of the Fine and Performing Arts Department.
My name is Nick Leiner. I teach English here at the upper school.
Derek O'Connor, also known as Dr. O'Connor. I teach history, teach economics, and I chair the history department.
What stands out the most about this senior class as opposed to others?
Fun and community spirit and togetherness back into the school that had been missing since COVID times. I think this senior class is more like a senior class from 7 or 8 years ago. This senior class is also the biggest senior class to come through here ever.
This grade has always felt very like passionate and interested to me. You guys have always seemed like you're interested in learning, being good people, and being like good members of the community. So I think that's been really cool.
Right, so I kind of biased a little bit. But it's one of the best classes that, it's one of the best classes that I've seen like living, but hopefully they come back soon. So.
I'd say that you're one of the most creative classes that I've seen. You're sort of a class that has sort of one of the greatest diversity of interest. It's nicely hard to like stereotype your class. It's not like oh, this is the class that's this. There are like lots of different groups and pockets and a lot of, I'd say, like visual and performing arts.
You all have been great this year, just compared to past years. I mean, you're a little loud and rowdy now, but like so far this week it's been kind of...
It's been a lot of fun. I think we've had a good year.
Yeah.
There's so many changes that you guys go through from 6th or 7th grade till you get to senior year.
Weird. There's lots. Yeah. I mean, not much different. Oz is a senior and Mila is a second grader.
So your son's graduating high school?
Yes.
How does that feel?
Weird.
Yeah. He's a senior now.
I know. I've known that all year. However, it is. He's only going to be living in the house for another 3 months, and that's weird. Although he isn't leaving town, so I'll still be able to nutty him.
A little extra tardy. Well, I
Yeah.
don't want to name any names or call anybody out, but yes, I will say I do have our usual suspects, as I call them.
Apathy, disengagement, a decrease in student engagement. I have been heartened and encouraged to find that to apply less to this class. This particular senior class is eager to find themselves. They are beginning to, more so than what I have seen in the past, push back against some of the pressures and the forces. That's so uplifting because it helps me to feel like there is hope.
And is there any particular student from the from the senior class that stands out to you?
I could come up with like something to say about almost everyone. Sort of Max's sort of attitude, in class. Well, I'm looking at Daniel Choi, who's a senior, right? Very bright, who was never awake. So I find it pretty impressive. He's such a great student while being a senior. I think Ryan Brackett's like the sweetest kid. I really do. He brought like comics for my son when my son was injured.
Saxon feels a great engineering project that looked like a little train set.
I found this memory. I like to see Dougie singing, in the band. I think it's great. I mean, it's very different from what you see in in school.
So Landon Langhammer, who I had as a sophomore, just really, really interesting insights into things that we were reading, but even more than after that is sort of bringing Dungeons and Dragons here and asking me to be the, whatever it's called, the sponsor.
Aaron Howard would certainly stand out as somebody who was
such a handful as a sixth grader, but really seems to have come into his own. He's just the first one to pop in my head.
And do you play the piano?
I don't at all, really.
And this is bad for you because
It's okay, I can cut it out.
you never got any better. We go all the way back to the 7th grade.
Oh, that's not good.
It was a middle school build day, and you were here, and yellow scaffolding was in here, and it was against like the where we keep all the vertical lumber. You might have been putting up the white brackets on the wall that has like the chains. You were being so incredibly mean to all of the people who were in this room. Like, can we just make him leave? Can we just make him leave? And I was like, no, we can't. Because you were a middle schooler, not a high schooler. You knew they wouldn't do anything to you. You were just so mean to all of them with your little bowl haircut. It felt like a solid 90 minutes of just you being mean to all of the older kids.
I love seeing Sammy up at the sports club. Sammy, I appreciate Carson Crane's curiosity. He's clearly trying to better understand the world.
I am Brett Dodds. Within the next week, this is an admission of guilt.
And has taken steps outside of his classes at school to really try and better understand the world. Eli the voice just keeps getting taller. Never had him in class. I'll never forget that Billy gave me tie-dye shirts with my son. So I'm a pretty big fan of the good family, good people. Mason, it was great to teach Mason for the first time. I always see Mason playing basketball. It's nice to meet him. I also never got a chance to teach Aaron Howard, but I feel like that would just be a wild ride. Of telling him to be quiet, but also being impressed by his creativity and energy. I always enjoyed teaching Dougie. I enjoy teaching all these kids. These are all great kids.
I shared with my students a few weeks ago that my son Ezra has become quite enamored of baseball. He has a baseball glove. I don't because I'm left-handed. Brian Brackett walked in, handed me an old, well-worn baseball glove. He told me it was his father's from when he was a kid. To me, that was one of the most meaningful experiences I've had in my entire teaching career. Because it wasn't about the learning process and it wasn't about the material. It was about the humanity of that connection. I will think about that moment for the rest of my life.
I guess, is there anything you want to say to the senior class?
To the senior class?
Yeah.
Go out, have fun, be safe, not too safe, be careful but not too careful, and enjoy yourselves and do what you love.
And you'll always have a place here at Seven Hills with Miss Min.
As you go off to college, have fun, work hard, and as I always say, call your mom.
Business in the front part.
This isn't like a finish line. This is just, one more stretch of the journey. Keep working hard, keep doing your best.
I did not love high school, but I do remember this time feeling really special and exciting and fun. So I think, try to appreciate it for what it is.
This is a really hard time to be heading out into the world, but I think seeing the kinds of questions that you're asking, I hope that you'll keep that spirit alive, that you won't become jaded or despondent, because we need each and every one of you. Will help all of us.
What's on my mind?
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you guys. I think this was a class that I really liked quite a bit. This was just an earnest, fun, bright, engaged class that I just liked teaching all the way through. I'd say that you guys are some of the luckiest people in the world to be around each other. My advice to every senior class is just to say yes to mostly everything and to invite everyone. You guys are forged together, connected together forever, and you should embrace that.